Hello, and welcome to Faith and Fire, where we help ignite your faith with the fire within. I'm your host, Francine Alfred, and thank you for joining me. I'm thrilled to embark on this transformative journey with you. This show will share powerful stories and insights that will uplift and inspire. We'll explore ways to fuel your faith and unleash the fire within you. Stay tuned. I will be right back with today's guest. Hello, and welcome to Faith and Fire, where we help ignite your faith from the fire within. I'm your host, Francine Alfred, and thank you for joining us. My guest today is Justin Credible Hamilton, a hip-hop artist, Christian rapper, and former fixture in Ontario's hip-hop scene. Originally from Kitchener, Ontario, Justin built an impressive career sharing the stage with internationally recognized artists, including Busta Rhymes, Rick Ross, Raekwon, and Obi Trice. After overcoming a 16-year battle with substance abuse, Justin experienced a life-changing transformation that forever changed the direction of his life in music. Today, he creates Christian hip-hop that shares a powerful message of faith, hope, and redemption, including projects such as There's Power in His Blood. Justin currently resides in Alberta and is a proud father of 3. He is a dedicated church leader who also uses his music and personal testimony to inspire and encourage those who feel broken, forgotten, or beyond redemption, reminding them that hope is always within reach. Justin, welcome to Faith and Fire. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you.
So how are you? You good?
I'm good.
All right.
I'm relaxed. I'm good.
I'm glad, yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
So tell us about yourself.
Well, you pretty much did it in the intro.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's kind of an intro, but still.
I grew up here, Kingswood and Blockline, Country Hills. I was born and raised in Christianity. My dad, pastor, my mom, supportive. Life and childhood was great. Caribbean parents West Indian parents. So,
Right.
that was interesting. Our Christmases were good. I didn't have to, not going to say I went without a lot, but that was great. But football, basketball, my sports.
Oh, you're a sports guy, yes.
I have hockey in me too. I'm a hockey fan too. So, and I love my 3 children, and
All right.
This is just where I'm at now.
Sounds good. Now, let's start at the beginning. This is before the music, before the addiction. Tell us what it was like growing up. You're saying that, you were a preacher's child. Just give us
it was pretty
more
much,
insight about
life
growing up. Yeah.
It was good in the sense of structure. Like we were very heavily invested in Christianity.
Yeah.
And my dad did a really good job raising us. It was profound, but there were some things that were extreme as a child, like learning to fast really young, reading my Bible, scripture quoting, stuff like that. I wasn't really wanting that because I wanted to be outside with my friends and stuff.
Right.
But that was good. My mom and dad, they taught us a lot, like about cooking and the Caribbean culture and the foods. And,
yes, I know it well.
and music was heavily invested into us as well. Like
Right.
my father played multiple instruments. My older brother is a master bass player. My mom could sing. My brother, he dances. So
music's in the family.
Music runs in the family,
And that's where, I guess, your love of music, that's where it started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you get into music?
So for me, it was watching my older brother.
Okay.
He was really good at like ear training. So he would used to go like, hey, go to the piano and press this key and I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
And he'd be in the bedroom. And when I would tell him, like I'd press the key, he'd be like, oh, that was B flat. And I'd be like, wow.
Okay.
And then I'd hit another one. He'd be like, oh, that's C. So I was like, wow. And the amount of time that he put in his bass guitar as well. Rapping, I didn't really know I was going to get into until like my best friend, Tony, like the guy I grew up with. We were always like making little skits and jokes and stuff like that. And we were inseparable. Like we rolled around together everywhere in our neighborhood growing up. And we were at a house party one night. And like when rap would come on, I wasn't allowed to listen to it.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go to his house and listen to it.
Right.
Like his mom let us do that. And so we went to this house party and he's like, yo, I know you can rap, man, because these guys were freestyling. And I was like, no. And he's like, yeah, you can. And then I was like, no. And then he pushed me. and I bumped into these guys.
Okay.
And instead of turning around and getting violent,
Right.
they turned around and they dissed me. And I was like, yo, because I heard everyone laughing and stuff. And then boom, switch went off. And I just spit this stuff back at them.
Right.
And Tony's there, like, he's like, yeah. Like, and everybody got like hyped up. Like, they were banging on the fence in the backyard and all that stuff. And from there, it was just the tidal wave started.
Okay.
Like, everywhere I went, everyone was asking me, like, yo, spit something.
Exactly.
Yo, can I get a rhyme? No, this
That's
and
how it
that.
starts. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they started dragging me to like other hoods to battle guys. And so I got involved in the battle scene for a little bit there. So that was another big thing. And pretty much from there, I got recruited by Dub J. He had queued up records.
Right.
And he was like, he needed artists. So yeah.
Okay.
He sent this guy to find me and told me to come to the studio. So
look at that. And from there, that's where it started. The career started. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, many people see addiction as a problem, but it's often a symptom that's something deeper. So what was happening in your life that made drugs seem like that was the answer?
My parents.
Okay.
The toxicity.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go into
Go for it.
They fought a lot after a certain period of time. And it really had an impact on me.
Yeah.
And it really had an impact on my little brother. And I had to look out for him a lot. My mom would vent a lot about my dad.
Okay.
And my dad, he was really he was after God and the desire for serving the Lord. And he had whatever calling on his life that I'm not sure if it was just something internal, but it led to them, just the tension was in the home. And it got to the point where like I didn't even want to come home. Sometimes I'd get to the buildings because I grew up on Kingswood Drive, right? And I'd get there, I'd see my dad's car and my mood would change. If I saw my mom's car, I'd feel relief though, right? And then I got kicked out of school for my behavior. And I remember I was playing Sega Genesis one night in my room and my dad came in and he was like, hey, your mom's leaving at the end of the month. Do you think you want to go with her or do you want to stay here with me?
Wow.
And I think I was like 15 at the time.
Yeah, I was just going to ask.
And I was like,
that's young.
How do you answer that question?
Right.
Like I looked at him and I had so much bitterness towards my dad because I didn't feel like I had a dad.
Okay.
I just felt like he was in the home at this point in time. Yeah. And I just remember saying, I'm going with mom. And then he was like, oh, all right,
Okay.
The day that it really hit me was when it was May 1st, 1998.
Well, you even remember the date. Yeah. Wow.
May 1st, 1998. Yeah, my mom was moving her stuff and she just rented another apartment across the parking lot. And she was moving, my aunt was there, my uncles were there, kids from the neighborhood, like we were so tight-knit there, right? So but my dad was gone and I don't think she was anticipating him to come home. So when my dad came home, it was that moment where everything stopped. Like everyone was like mid-lifting, and I remember just the look on my dad's face was like devastating because it's the first time I actually saw my dad like
hurting. Yeah.
And
hurting.
I remember I just looked at him and I went to my bedroom and I was hanging out the window because I didn't want to hear anyone to hear me crying. And my aunt had to grab me because I was hanging out so far, I almost fell. My aunt Dawn, and she just held me and I just wept. And I wept and she was like, it's okay. This is not your fault. It's not your problem. This is not like, you'll learn to deal with it and whatever else. But that same month when I turned 16, there was a house party on my street. And like one of the older cats in the neighborhood, he was one of those guys that just like, I'm never going to say his name, but he liked to just see people do things or whatever, right? Like he was a few years older than us.
Yeah.
But there was only so many people he trusted.
Yeah.
And then he came through and he's like, hey Jay, like, shh, come here.
Yeah.
So I go to the bathroom and he had lines of cocaine on a CD case and he was like, yo, you ever done one of these? And I was like, no man, like blah blah. He's like, yeah, you want to do one? was like, no. And then my other buddy was there and he was like, yo, I just did one. I was like, you did one?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. So like, because I grew up with him too, right? So I was like,
okay, yeah. The peer pressure.
Yeah. So it was like, yo, okay, I feel safe then if you did, right? And then I did it. And as I did it, he explained like, yo, this will take away your problems. It'll make you feel like someone else completely. Like he explained it to me. And the thing with cocaine is like, you have to sniff to get this drip. And that's when it activates.
Exactly, yeah.
And I remember the feeling I had, and it was like, oh my gosh. So all I want to do now is chase this feeling.
Exactly, yeah.
And addiction is,
and that's how you get hooked.
That's the danger, because you're going to spend the rest of your time chasing this buzz that you'll never actually experience again, because there's never no first time again. And that's when it started.
Okay.
That traumatic event
yeah.
literally switched me into this side of the fence, because I had so much anger towards my parents.
Yeah.
I really didn't like them.
Yeah.
I didn't like them. Like my dad, I already had my anger towards my dad, but I became my mom's punching bag.
Oh, no.
So everything was like your father, like your father.
Right.
Like your father. I can't stand beside you. You're like your dad. Like it's so.
Yeah.
It was like, why go to school? Why not get high?
Right.
Why not sell drugs? Like, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much the starting point of it.
Oh yeah. I think sometimes with parents, they think that what they're going through, it's just between the two of them. Sometimes they don't recognize that no, it affects the children 100%. As well, And I remember watching one time, this is back in the day of Oprah.
Yeah.
Because I love Oprah. But, when you'd go to school and then you come home in the afternoons, I think she used to be on at 4:00, in the the weekday afternoons. And I remember one time watching an episode, and I think it was a psychologist. And I always remembered her saying that, as parents, you have to be careful. And no matter what one parent does, never talk negatively about the other parent to a child, because what you're doing, you're talking badly about half of that child, right? And I never thought of it like that until I heard it that day. And then it's like, okay, now I don't have any kids yet, but if I do, I have to remember, I pray that whoever I end up marrying, we stay together. But if we don't ever talk negatively about, your significant other, because, you're talking badly about that half. Right. So as you're saying that, it reminded me, I'm like, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah. My dad, what you said is facts, because my dad said, well, I'm driving Justin to school if he's living with you.
Right.
Because I was already kicked out of Cameron, so I had to go to St. Mary's. And my dad was like, I don't trust that he's going to go, because he's just going to walk all over you. That's what he said to my mom.
Yeah.
So then my mom's like, fine, that's part of the arrangement they had made. And so every morning my dad would pick me up. But as he's driving me to school, I'm getting his pain.
Exactly. And you're carrying that with you.
He's just like, so what's your mother doing over there now? And like he'd have these probing questions. And it's like 7:50 in the morning.
Yeah.
My first class is math. Right?
No,
my first class
subject,
is math.
But
don't get me wrong, I love my parents. Like, life has taken us.
Everybody likes math, yeah.
But my dad, man, like, he has this way when he talks. And it was just, he's like, your mother, this, and back in 1980 at this house party, like, the Caribbean's coming out of him now. And I'm like, why do I need to know this about my mom? Or why, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, go eat your breakfast in the kitchen by eat you like your father, blah, blah, blah. Right. And then he's picking me up, and your mother's your mother. And it was just like...
Exactly.
And
I get it.
I literally walked out of school. I forget when it was. I think it was grade going into 12, or I was in 12. But this was pretty much 17, 18 years old. Right. Okay. And I remember I walked out of school. I flipped the middle fingers up. I met up with my Asian buddy, and who recruited me to start dealing dope. And we went to the clock tower at Victoria Park, and I smoked a big blunt, and I was just like, yo, I've dropped out of school. Screw this. Let's get money. Yeah. And that's when the next part of this interview we'll get into.
Yeah. So, that's okay. Was there a defining moment when you realized that, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep living like this. Was there a moment like that really...
Several.
Okay, sure.
As an
Sure.
addiction,
Yeah.
you'll have hundreds, depending on how long you use and what you're using. For me, it was cocaine,
Okay.
and then I got into crack cocaine. But you would have these moments where your buzz was gone. You have this bill to pay, or you have to go to work, and you would have these moments all the time, like regrets, hate it, and you're withdrawing. But the other part is you'll flip right back and you'll go right back, and it's a vicious cycle.
Oh, okay.
Right? So you'll have several of those moments, but I feel that for me, the moment that hit me was, well, one of two.
Yeah, share that.
When my daughter was born,
Okay.
because I was up on a bender the night before. I went to work, and then I was working at Shoeless Joe's, and they called and they were like, Justin, like your girlfriend that's pregnant said her water broke. She's on the way to the hospital. So I was like, yo, all right. So now I gotta go get in a cab, go to the hospital. And I remember I still had some on me. So when I was sitting there and going through the procedures and everything, and my daughter's born, when the nurse put her in my arms, and all the Lord did was show me a film strip of all your drug memories with girls.
Yeah.
And what they did, what they were like, daddy issue, daddy issue, daddy issue. And I was like, not mine, not mine. So I had a moment where I was like, I'm done. Like, my daughter's here. Because my son, I have three. So my son Trenton was born first. Ava was born. And then Jaden. But Ava is my only girl. So she had detrimental impact.
Okay.
And I ended up going to rehab and everything. And I went to live in Toronto with my sister. And life was good. But then you come back to Kitchener to see your daughter and your son, and eventually you start bumping into people, you start seeing people, and
they take you back in that
slipped right back
life.
in. Right back in. So then my next defining moment was what brought me to Alberta. Because I was, at this point, I was homeless. I was on the run from the police, and the woman that I had a child with, like, was trying to put me in jail every chance that she got.
Wow.
And it was a nightmare.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah,
it was a vicious nightmare. So to answer that question is the realization. Those two situations were the realization point. Because at the house that I had, I didn't even have a mirror. I didn't even like seeing myself. That's how gross my life was at that point. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was my realization point.
Oh, and those are two defining moments, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
how did your relationship with God begin to play a role in your recovery?
He's always been there.
Yeah.
My faith has always been in Jesus. It'll never change. But you go through that rebellion, you don't think how far it's going to go. But to know that at the end of everything, after everything that has happened, all the crimes, all the people you hurt, all the people you put your hands on, including women, like the things you did to your children, the people you robbed, at the end of that, he's still there with his arms open saying, I'll forgive you. But there's consequences.
Of course. See, that's the thing. A lot of people, they may not realize, or they may not want to realize is that, there'll be consequences.
Yeah.
But he's, he still loves you and he'll be there for you.
Absolutely. Like, I still had to go to jail. I still had to, lose jobs. I still had to have certain things happen. But in my recovery, I know that he, no matter what, is going to love me. He's going to listen to me. He's going to guide me. He's going to protect me. But you have to walk faithful with him.
That's right.
You can't walk this way and this way and expect these results, right? And
it doesn't work.
This part of because I've been in and out of addiction, right? But when it snipped in 2024, prior to leaving for Alberta, when it snipped, he carried me through running for my life just to save myself from myself and to protect my children at the same time. I said, God, I need an answer. And he kept telling me about my mom, and I knew that she was out west, and I didn't really want to leave the province. Yeah. You know what I mean? But he got me out of there, and when I got on the plane, when I get into certain stories,
that's okay, take your time,
my body reacts. But I didn't think I was gonna live.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't think I was going to live. I stood at Pearson International Airport for an hour crying because I was like I'm leaving everything behind to save myself, right? And it was hard. But he's been there with me through it all, because now I just reunited with my son after 2 years, right, Jaden? And my daughter, after 3 years, she didn't want nothing to do with me.
Right.
Jaden, I just couldn't be around because his mom.
Right.
And my oldest son, he just knew this is my dad, but my dad, like, I think my son in a sense just felt sorry for me.
Yeah.
Felt bad for me, and he loved me no matter what. But I see where my life is now with reconnecting with my mom, having the job that I have. I work for a great company, for great people, and in church, leading me to church. And it took me getting on that plane and having that devotional input with him, doing the work, and he just started opening doors and rebuilding things. And as he was rebuilding me, I knew, like, this is it. It's done.
It. Okay.
This is the new me. And
so that was it back in 2024, and that was the last time.
That's just.
You know what? Congratulations, for that. Yeah. What? Because that is quite a journey.
Because I went to a place. I went to a place where, like, I had blinders on the whole time. I didn't care for the nightlife. I didn't care for making friends. I didn't even care for having a girlfriend, to be honest. I just happened to meet Carrie when I met Carrie, right? So, and that was also part of my recovery process. Yeah. And God is so good.
Yeah.
He
is. Yeah.
He's so
he is
good.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my recovery with him now. Because I didn't do NA. I didn't do those. I can't do secular things like that. Like,
it doesn't work for you.
Hi, my name is Justin and I'm an addict. And it's like, you keep speaking that over yourself. What do you think you're living?
Yeah.
Right? So I'd rather do Celebrate Recovery, where it's like, hi, my name is Justin. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. My struggles were, and then we do the group thing. But I didn't have that in Camrose either. I had church and I had Pastor Clayton. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It's quite a journey. Yeah. Now, recovery. We know that recovery is not usually a straight line, right?
Yeah.
What was the biggest battle that you faced after you decided to change? To stop the drug abuse. What was the biggest battle? What did you find?
Myself. Myself and my thoughts. Yeah. Like who I am, knowing the enemy. Yeah. How the devil likes to work.
Yeah. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemies. You're right.
Yeah. And I think was just actually letting go of what I've been using to cope pretty much from 16 to 32, 33. And then between 33 and 39 was kind of in and out, little waves. And this time, like making this decision, the hardest one was I have to leave everything and everyone behind. Yeah. I have to leave my entire life in Ontario behind. Right. And that wasn't easy at all. And I think the best part about it though is seeing the results now. Yeah. But that was hard. Oh yeah, I can imagine. Because that goes with the consequence things that I was saying. Like I'm forgiven, but those are the consequences. Yeah. But it was the right decision. Yeah. Yeah. To leave the province. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. If someone is watching today that feels trapped, or maybe, they're suffering or dealing with a drug addiction and they don't know how to get out of it, what would you tell them? You have to want to get out of it. 100%. It's going to start right here. Amen. You have to literally see yourself, learn to say, I don't like this. What do I have to do now? And you have to follow all the steps. Now, the steps are, there's like across the table steps, and then there's individual steps based on your personality, who you are. Because I know people that can not smoke cigarettes. Yeah. Then they have drinks when they're out and stuff, they smoke. Right. But then when the drinks are done, they don't smoke. Exactly. Whereas me, like I would roll out of bed and literally be, I need a cigarette. Yeah. Right? When I used to smoke. So now to tell that person that it starts with them, they now have to know themselves to know what is required. Right. But what is required is you're going to have to, one, cut out anything that's a trigger.
Okay.
People, places, and things.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Like you
That makes
can
sense.
stub your toe and want to get high, and you can wake up with the sunshine and want to get high.
Yeah.
So you have to know yourself to know that you're gonna have to give up those people, places, and things.
Yeah.
And then when you give those up, you're gonna have to start to change the way that you navigate your life, the way that you walk, the places where you go,
Right.
the people you now talk to. You're gonna need to do some form of treatment. You have to, because you have to equip your brain with tools to be able to survive what's coming next, because what's coming next is going to be actually harder than being in the addiction.
Yeah.
Because you've programmed your brain for however many years to do it, that you now have to unprogram your brain
Right.
and rewire it. So they have to look in themselves. They know that they don't want it. They hate it. Now what do I have to do to make this go away? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I think I know there's somebody out there that needed to hear that today.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Whoever needs to hear it, I don't know which one to look at here, but like honestly, just give it to God.
Yeah.
Like I don't care where you're standing, He'll hear you. Because I've done it so many times. Like I went from begging God to kill me because I hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Francine, let me tell you, like there would be times where I would be up all night, I'd have no more stuff left. And it's like, I'd look at my child in the crib, I start crying my eyes out. I know I have to get one to daycare. I know I have to get one to school.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm putting on this facade and I'm living like a functioning addict. But from 5:30 a.m. to about 7 a.m., those are the darkest times because you don't want to face your reality, your priorities. Because you've been coping and drugging and doing this all night. So I used to like beg God to kill me. I used to literally scream, F you.
Yeah.
Like, kill me already.
Yeah.
And I remember certain characters in the Bible that had their wrestling moments with the Lord. You know, David, Moses, Joseph. Like, look, Joseph's brothers sold him into slavery. You know what I mean? And I have the Bible to fall back on for these moments, right? Because being able to share it now, I understand that recovery started even in those times. Like even when I was yelling like for help and kill me at the same time because I just hated the drugs that much. So that was another part of this whole entire battle. And I wanted to share that because if I can scream that out, and I'm sure an addict's gone through that too, then you can scream for God to help you. But there's going to be a time where you actually like, boom, here's the help. And you have no other option. But if you don't take that option, you know the outcome.
Yeah. It's not going to be good.
That's where I was August 24th, 2024. When I was at Pearson, because I kept debating to get off the plane because I was still attached to the relapse I was in. I was doing this and doing that. And it was like, you hear this door slam in your head. And it's like, it represents that door slamming to hell.
Yeah.
So I got on the plane. And I want to tell any addict out there, get on your plane and fly out of this life.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to go somewhere else, but I'm telling you, that's a metaphor.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Thank you for that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, looking back, can you now see how God was using some of the darkest seasons, you know, for the greater purpose?
Looking back now, yeah.
Yeah. Is there an example or?
There's several examples. First one being how I approach my children now, because I could have had an attitude of like, well, I brought you here.
Yeah.
So who are you to whatever when it came to my daughter? But if you didn't, I didn't see it then, but when I got to where I was, God showed me like when you have codependency issues and it's girlfriend, like my daughter never saw me actually single.
Oh, okay.
She saw other women in my bed.
Right.
She'd come in to wake me up and, oh, here's another one. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes things were exposed. Sometimes, and you don't see that because you're so engraved in this darkness. But learning that I had to go those 3 years without her, and it was painful. And there was times where I was like, I don't like this feeling. Like to hear her say, Daddy, I'm willing to give you another chance and I forgive you. That broke me. Instead of being like, well, I could have had that attitude. So the first one was how I learned to approach children. Some of the other things I realized was how significant the power of blood of Jesus Christ is to look back at what you've done. I've done some very, very nasty things, evil things to people, including my own family. Right. So I have that to look back at and be like, he still gives you grace. He still has mercy. He still loves you. So it's helped me in that, but that aspect has now helped me to serve in my church, to speak my story like I am doing here, to minister to other addicts. Like there's times where I go out with other people and it's like, we just have conversations about this stuff. And these are the things that build us and build other people. I think a lot of the people that are no longer in my life as well. I think God showed me that darkness as to why our relationships were false to begin with.
Exactly.
Fake to begin with. Like I'm here in Kitchener, I've contacted who? Because there's only so many people I want to see, right? So those right there are some examples.
Oh yeah, and you have to remember that you've come so far. You don't want to start. And backsliding, right? Because that's how it will likely happen if you start contacting certain people. And
my sister said the same thing to me. Actually, like yesterday when I was going to visit my friend Tessa, because Tessa and her family kept me safe when I had warrants.
Right.
Like when I was trying to dodge and figure out what I was going to do with my life, and I owe it to them. I'm not coming to Ontario. I'm not going to go see you.
Of course.
Right? Especially what you and your parents, your kids did for me. So my sister was just like, okay, that's cool. Have fun, but just remember where you are.
Yeah.
Because when your brain says things are good and you're comfortable, that's when the enemy's going to snap.
Exactly.
And I was like, I already knew that, but I'm not going to dismiss my sister saying it. I basically was just like, okay, thank you. I needed to hear that because that's the facts. Like you have to be careful. Because you've
always
you've spent so much time now. It's been 2 years rewiring my brain and being across the country. That's part of the consequences. I can't live in Ontario anymore. Even being here, it's just kind of like when this interview's done, I'm out, right? Like so.
Are you? Are there any interesting projects you're working on? Anything new happening at your end?
Yeah,
I know you have some things going on, so I was going to let you share.
So I did put out my EP. There's Power in His Blood.
Yes,
it's 7 tracks. I love it. It's my favorite musical project since. And I think with this one, the best part is like not letting numbers and followers and all that other like social currency. Affect me, because sometimes I look at it and it's just like so many monthly listeners and I'm just like, whatever. One person listens to that and comes to Jesus, job done.
That's right.
Job well done.
Exactly.
Now I want to go for 2 people. I want to go for 3 people. I want to go for 4 people. So that growth and maturity with this project right now, especially the song Rider, which is like my shirt that I'm wearing right now, because it's my anthem for your truth to Jesus Christ. Like he didn't hesitate to take those nails. He didn't hesitate to get beat, spit on, carry his cross, none of that. He didn't hesitate at all, right? So now that you accept that truth, do it for him too.
Right.
That's why the statement is never deny. I will die before I deny Jesus Christ. So that's the whole motto of There's Power in His Blood. And it's also transformative music. So when you listen to it, you can hear the similar testimonies now, but you're going to get biblical references. You're going to get theology. You're going to get an understanding of who God is and who Jesus is.
And you have a single coming out, right? You have a single that's coming out, or
it's already out now.
Oh, it's out. Okay, right.
It's out now on all streaming platforms.
What's it called? And tell us a bit
Power
about
in
it.
His Blood.
Yes.
So that's out now.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's the one. Okay.
That's the one that's out now. I don't have anything else coming out yet.
Okay.
But my first novel will be coming out in September.
Okay.
So I'm very excited for that.
Yeah. Good for you.
Other than that, rekindling with my children right now is vital. I have a beautiful lady in Camrose, Carrie, who I want to marry. So that's another thing that we've done.
Congratulations. Yes.
Thank you. And
you got a lot going on, and great things. That's the thing. You got a lot of great things going on.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And serving in my church and being part of community and church again is great too. So,
to just see where you have come from, and today, you are a church leader. Like you are a leader in your church. You're a servant.
Yes,
that is amazing.
It's something I never did. I mean, I did things in my teens and stuff, but like to just say, hey, when they did the sign up things in the fall, I pretty much was like, well, I'd like to be involved with the youth, and I'd like to be involved with the media somehow.
Yeah.
So pastor put me on the media team. So
There you go.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've been doing that since October of last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you love it.
I
Yeah.
do love it.
Yeah. You can tell.
I do. Yeah.
You know what? Last question. When people, finish watching this interview, what is the one thing you hope they remember?
Jesus Christ is King.
Okay.
And if
It's a great
this
one.
guy can tell us this stuff and be so vulnerably open about this stuff
Yeah.
and still proclaim that name, then you should trust him.
Okay.
Trust him.
Yeah.
I want everybody to remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last thoughts?
Last thoughts are, I'm still getting past the nerves.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah. No, you did great.
being
Yeah,
here.
you did great.
No,
Yeah.
it's great. I'm very thankful. It's just I'm adjusting to this new calling now, where
Yeah.
I'm being placed here to share things and do things. And my last thoughts are, I want to change the world as much as I can before my time is up.
Yeah.
Because I've done so much self-destruction, so much destruction, and lived in such chaos that the best part for me about being able to sit here and share this now is that it's going to be a beacon light
Exactly.
to shine out there
Yeah.
for the Lord to work with other people.
Yeah. And that's my wish as well for you, and even for anybody that's watching it today, that they get that message. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's why I do this. It's not about me. It's not about my ego. I do this because there's so many people going through things that they need to hear.
There are, and
Need to hear this message.
It's and to touch on that, Francine, it's a really dark world now.
Oh, you're telling me.
I mean, there's always been
yeah.
darkness, but it is escalated.
Oh yeah,
to the point of
it's gotten a lot dark, especially in the last few years. I totally agree.
Yeah, like there's things I see sometimes, and I get sick to my stomach, and I'm like, you know what? God's gonna have His day.
Yeah.
I don't see things in comment a lot. I don't jump in the arguments and stuff. But there was one that I saw that I really felt was, you know what I mean? And it's just I made a fist, and it was the Pride, one of these Pride festivals somewhere, and the guy had a "Not Today Jesus" shirt on, with like the Baphomet and the horns, but with the rainbow and everything.
Oh.
And I was like, you want to make a mockery of my King, my Savior, with this nonsense here, man? And I remember I said, all right, Lord, I don't usually do this, but I have to defend. And this one, I have to step in and defend you. So I just literally said, it's amazing that this shirt says "Not Today Jesus," not Buddha, not Allah, not Muhammad, not Nostradamus, not this. Why is it always Jesus that you're attacking if he's not the true living God?
Yeah.
And then a bunch of other comments came, and I didn't stick around to read them.
Yeah.
But I remember being able to just be in the position to say, good for this shirt.
Yeah.
You're proclaiming what I'm sitting here saying. Jesus Christ is King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Like, you can't deny that. And you're going to try to. Same with Christmas. It's his birth. It's Santa. You got parents telling these kids all over the place, like, behave yourself or Santa's not coming, and this and that. And it's just like, for 6 weeks of the year, you lie to your kids. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then the Easter Bunny, and then his name in vain. So watch a TV show and tell me where you hear Buddha damn it when someone loses their money or something. No, you're going to hear God damn it.
Yeah.
You're not going to hear Prophet Muhammad this, that. You're going to hear some action character say, Jesus Christ, would you pick up the gun already? Like, it's just, why are those two names being taken in vain all the time?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
If there's no God, if Jesus was a man and this is that, why from the beginning of time till now is this? And why is everything
That's a great point. I never thought of it like that, but you're right.
Yeah. Everything is an attack on Jesus.
Yeah.
They want to remove Bibles.
More
You want to get arrested for praying in public and stuff. But Mr. Muslim can put his mat down, do his little 5 times a day thing, and we're just, hey, how you doing? Like, no.
Yeah.
So all you're doing is confirming it. But it's getting to a place of such darkness that I get excited because it's almost our time to go home because Earth is temporary.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of I think about misguided people. Like, there's people that lay on my heart sometimes, and I'm like, man, I really need you to come to Jesus, but I know how you are when I talk to you about it, so I pray. Yeah. I pray circles around you. Yeah. And that's some of my final thoughts.
Yeah. And that's, and I've had to tell other guests, there's people in my life too where the minute you bring up God or you bring up Jesus, they don't want to hear it. So, and you respect them, you understand that. So you just have to pray for them.
Yes.
Yeah. On the side, and just pray that one day that they'll come to get to know him. Yeah, you're right.
There's some people I wait for. I call it my deathbed moment.
Yeah.
When, you know, I'll be holding your hand, being like, listen, repeat after me, please.
Yeah.
Like, repeat after me, please.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
That's that. But I'm glad that you had me here.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
I'm very happy to
thank
share
you.
this. I'm getting used to it now because I was on Yes TV doing the same thing, and you know, there was more focus on the transformation part of it rather than like the details of it. So this is like, now people are gonna have like more details to Justin Hamilton's life because the lyrics will make sense now. Because I feel transformed.
Yeah, good.
And
I'm so glad.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, and you know what? Thank you for coming on Faith and Fire today and sharing your story with us. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Too. I know.
Thank you for joining me today on Faith and Fire. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Don't forget to follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more inspiring content. Join the conversation. We love hearing from you. Until next time, take care, keep the faith.